You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal. I got my young lady, Kaylina, in here. See, I caught myself. I didn't say the G word.
You're like, she's not my girl. She's just my producer.
My girl producer.
She's my.
Are you checking me because I said my girl?
Well, I don't know why you're checking you. I don't mind being your girl.
Okay. I'm like, what just happened, Kaylina?
Yeah, I tease you about it every time. I'm over here like, it's allowed. I am your producer. I have arrived. I have showed up for you.
I have two amazing producers, but now I have you today. Just saying, I appreciate you very much.
Both
as
of us
always.
tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, hey, that's new for me because I think yesterday I said this, you guys, that me and Jonah will actually be at the Isotopes game, producing Unfiltered from there from 4 to 6, interviewing some players, interviewing maybe the coach or coaching staff. And
so instead of one of us showing up extra to hang out, both of us will be producing simultaneously. That's how cool that is.
That's pretty cool because Kaylina will be here in the studio, you guys. But, hey, if you still want to talk to her, she'll still be listening and she can still chime in. It's not like she's just going to disappear and just leave me hanging or something like that,
I'll just be on the outside looking in.
That's not allowed. Are you kidding me, Kaylina?
They're having fun at the park. I'm just holding down the fort. But, I'll still be there technically.
Well, you'll be there because you'll be speaking. You know how I am, especially this first segment. Hey, you guys, today's different. If you're expecting Ed Nunez, unfortunately, Ed cannot be here today. He's at Western doing his thing, play-by-play, something like that. Ed's always doing something with Western, which I find it very amazing that he takes the time to go up there and do what he does. But Eric Strauss is not coming in today. Also, you guys, everybody's kind of just like ditching us, Kaylina.
I know.
But there's somebody that is not ditching us.
Surprise guest.
We have a surprise guest. This is back-to-back being on the show twice in 1 week.
I need drum rolls. I'll get it.
Let's just make it up. Hey, you guys, I got my boy, my brother, my everything else. Yeah.
How is it? How is it?
Give him his flowers all day. Hey, just to let you guys know, it's bro time with Clayton Shields. What's up, my guy? What's going on?
What's up, brother? Another day, back at it.
Hey, what's that hat you got on, man? What's that hat? Let me see. Oh, Houston
World Series
2017 Houston Astros. Okay.
It's a trigger hat. It's going to trigger some people, I guarantee you.
See, the thing about it is he knows exactly what he's doing because he's coming on camera, right? So he knows this footage is going to go on social medias.
There was a lot of thought behind this choice.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's making a statement. You got to. Hey, man, usually in the beginning of the show, you usually come on in the second segment. We just kind of chop it up in the beginning, like, what's going on in Dallas? What's up? What's new? How's the podcast coming?
Same old same. Podcast is going great. I'm not doing one this week. My producer is out of town, so we got to wait till next week, and I'll get some more stuff released. But it's growing. We're still in the baby crawling infant stages. Only got a few things out, so we're still kind of learning and testing as we go. But hey, man, I'm all for it.
What inspired the podcast? Was it us?
Kenny Thomas, third person, Kaylina. What?
That's amazing.
I'm kidding. Yeah, Clayton, what inspired it, bro?
Actually, man, just conversations with people. I just,
you
sit there, you talk to people all the time, and I have a lot of people that call me, and we have these conversations, and at some point, somebody told me, it's like, man, kind of some of the discussion, man, they need to be on a podcast.
Yeah.
You need to be on a podcast because we get into some pretty good conversations about all kinds of things. So that's kind of what motivated us. I said, you know what? Let's look at it. This has been about a year in the making. So we finally pulled the trigger and went ahead and did it.
Good for you, man.
I love
Congrats.
that.
That's so cool.
I'm already on a segment on a radio show. So, yeah, it's about time the podcast rolled itself out.
Right?
I'm not messing with Unfiltered. But, I'm just a small-timer.
Yeah, you are messing with. What do you mean?
I'm local.
You're here for it.
Hey, Kaylina, he said he's not messing with Unfiltered. Look, this man has his own segment within Unfiltered. Are you kidding me?
He's not an integral piece of the show.
This is my brother. You might as well say he is because the fact that he's able to have a voice on here and this is live and being able to, as we grow and build Unfiltered and also build Clayton's segment. What are you laughing at me for? I can say I didn't know it's the
that's all. But you know I'm always grinning.
I didn't know I'm laughing at Kaylina.
Yeah, I know Clayton's all, well, my name's Paul, that's between you all. I was listening. He's all, I'm chilling. I have to razzle a bit.
But being able to like help my brother's bro time with Clayton Shields, because that's gonna create opportunities for him to be able to push his podcast and everything. So hey, Kaylina, we gotta make sure we stay on top of that, promoting it, right?
I love it. I love that there is two perspectives. Like, he gets to come on here and talk about his perspectives, and then he has, another spot with a slightly different perspective. Like, I think this is great.
It's pretty cool because
thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, because it's his own voice, right? And we're kind of doing some similar things because it's different perspectives and different areas. But knowing Clayton, he probably gonna go deep. Are you gonna go political at all?
No.
Good for you.
No.
Stay away from that.
Yeah.
crap.
He's all sports politics.
Not going political. That's one thing I'm avoiding. Because that's something that it's really almost not worth the debate.
Exactly. See, people don't understand when if I'm talking politics, it's within sports and how things should change and how things should evolve. I'm not talking about TSA. I'm not talking about none of that crap. So if you want to come over here and kick it with us, those are some of the topics. But yo, man, Clayton, just to kick this off real quick, I was able to have Coach Amy Egan on, our women's head coach, on yesterday.
I missed it.
The excitement and the vibe. But Kaylina, the vibe, the energy. She's witty.
I love that.
She's from Missouri. She's an outdoors type of woman.
Nice.
I just love the fact that she addressed that she went to each individual that's on the women's team now and addressed them and talked about her philosophy and different things like that. And I just felt a different type of passion. I'm not saying that Coach Mike Badbury was not a good dude, because he came on the show too as well. But I just felt like that different type of energy. And I think it's going to be able to light a spark when it comes to women's sports, especially on the basketball side. What you guys see?
Yeah, I mean, that's great. That's the first thing you got to have. You got to vibe. You got to be able to vibe with your players, vibe with the community, with the university, and all those things. It seems like her personality is a great fit for UNM. She was able to step into it. This is going to be her biggest program that she's coached, but she's proven herself, and it seems like, based on the conversations pretty much that everybody's had with her and being around her, that she's going to be a great fit for Lobo women's basketball.
I'm excited because it's not going to skip a beat, because she had 23 wins last year. Coach Bradbury was above 20 wins last year. But it's being able to take it to the next step, which is winning a couple games in the Mountain West Conference tournament. And I feel like that's the next step when it comes to women's basketball, to get it back to what we know. Like, think about Abby Gorchak and Katie Kearns and all them, and under Coach Flanagan. Like, they were packing out the pit like we were. And I say 18,000, like it was 18,000 up in there. I just remind the folks real quick, see?
Yeah, that squad, when we played the women's squad, and you have to be exciting. And boy, they were exciting. You remember, we used to play against them. We used to have little friendly scrimmages. And all that kind of stuff.
Did.
And they were just an exciting group of women, I should say, to play against and watch the play. I mean, they were fast tempo. You talk about Abby. I think Abby was one of the leading scorers in the conference. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
but they could definitely score. Katie, the dominating inside, they could definitely score and get the ball up and down the court. So, I think for, New Mexico, you're going to have the fan base of people that just support the Lobos, but you're going to get more people out when you're excited to watch play.
Yeah.
And so I'm anticipating that excitement with Coach Egan now coming in.
Speaking of Lobo basketball, hey, we might chop it up after this break about some NBA real quick. We had Jaylen Brown that had 43, man. I feel like the NBA is about to ramp it up with the playoffs coming. We're going to talk about that just for a quick second in this next segment, but we will be jumping into the NIT matchup against our Lobos taking on Tulsa, which is kicking off here at the top of the hour. We're going to talk about that a little bit. We'll be right back. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Kaylina in here producing with me right now. And I'm sitting here just watching the screen, and Wemby, 15-0. Wemby in span, 27 points. 27 points a game. He's fifth, 12.3 rebounds. He's like third. Youngest player in NBA history with 40 points and 15 rebounds in a consecutive game. Man, I'm a Wemby fan. But I don't know, Kaylina. Let's bring in Clayton Shields. It's bro time with Clayton Shields. What's up, bro? We can't hear you.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
Wemby guy.
Go ahead. Say it again.
That Wemby fellow. That Wemby guy.
What about him?
You see, I mean, you said he fit 27.5 points, 12 boards. He put up 41. Wemby?
Yeah.
He put up 41 in, 16 or something last night as well?
Yo.
In like 29 minutes.
29 minutes. It's unbelievable, man. There's 48 minutes in the game. Like, how does this happen? But I don't know, man. Like, it's sitting up here. I'm sitting here watching the screen right now. It's ESPN, and I don't understand how they got SGA just locked in, winning MVP. I just don't see it. But what you got there, man, it's unbelievable. I know we're going off the cuff real quick, but it's unbelievable what this man is doing, man.
It is. You know, and SGA is not even my second, you know, because, I mean, you got to throw Joker in there. I mean, Joker averaging a triple-double, the numbers he's putting up. I mean, Denver now, let me see here.
Isn't that crazy? Because Joker's not even being spoken about right now to a certain extent. He's third, which is unbelievable. And you had the Nuggets that played last night against the Jazz. Obviously, the Jazz are tanking. The Nuggets won 130-117. Denver, I feel like with Murray and Joker, they're obviously going to be a team to reckon with. But while you were looking up whatever you were looking up, I figured I would just throw that nugget. But what you got, bro?
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to, because I knew they were on a win streak. Denver's on a 7-game win streak. San Antonio's on a 10-game win streak. So you talk about teams that are finishing strong here going into the playoffs. You know, you got to give those two teams, they're dangerous. I mean, obviously the Lakers are there, but Denver with Joker and Jamal Murray and those guys that have that experience, that playoff experience, that won a championship. Man, that's going to be a team that I don't think anybody really wants to see in the playoffs.
I totally agree.
Honestly.
And if you agree, too, you can pick up the phone. Or if you disagree, you can pick up the phone, call 505-246-0610, or text us. But you got to think about it. Denver's in fourth, and the Lakers are in third right now in the West. And he's coming down to, like, less than a week and a half, 2 weeks left in the season before the playoffs start. But the thing about it is, we were talking about the other day, San Antonio has the tiebreaker against the Thunder, which is obviously is going to put them in a better situation, especially when it comes down towards the end of the season right now.
Absolutely. You know, San Antonio, I think right now is the team that's got the biggest, I should say, all eyes on San Antonio right now. Mm-hmm. You know, OKC, we know what they are, but San Antonio is kind of a surprise. We knew that they were getting better.
It is.
But I don't think we realized that they would be this good this year.
Yeah, I totally agree. But, hey, let's shift over to the East right now. You got the Celtics that just beat the Heat. The Heat's playing some pretty good ball. Obviously, you got the Celtics second, right behind Detroit, right? And you have Jaylen Brown that was in the talks for MVP. But this man just had 43 points the other night while you had Jason Tatum had a triple-double, man. Between the both of them, I think right now, my question is to you, is this Jaylen Brown's team right now over Jason Tatum? Obviously, but Jason is balling right now.
Man, that's a tough question.
See?
Because I always look at them, you know, with the Bulls and the Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, you knew it was Michael Jordan's team. But, you know, I think for years, it's been Jason Tatum's team by an edge, but it's almost like Jordan and Pippen, right? They were very close.
I like that.
Jaylen Brown, with Jason Tatum's absence due to injury, Jaylen Brown has made it to where now, you know, I think both of those guys pretty much split it evenly. I mean, I can't call one or the other.
Man, hey, it totally makes sense, but obviously the Celtics are going to have to be reckoned with. reckoned with, especially coming down the stretch right now. And Detroit, they're only 4 games ahead of them. Which NBA teams impressed you the most last night? Out of those couple that we just talked about, if you really think about it, like you got, and I'm even sprinkle this, you got the Knicks that just beat the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies seems like they're tanking, right? And the Knicks are playing some pretty good ball under Mike Brown. I had to throw them in there because I feel like the Knicks might be that underestimated team that I feel like that's playing some really good ball right now. That's my thoughts. What's yours, bro?
I mean, you look at their roster, they are capable of beating anybody with Cat and with Jalen Brunson, Nobi and all those guys that the role players they have obviously strong contenders to win the East. I mean, Mike Brown's an experienced coach. He came in and, he's got them still pretty much, they didn't miss a beat. I mean, they're third in the conference right now. But similar to Denver, the Knicks is a team in the East that, I don't know if you really want to face the Knicks.
I wouldn't.
They've been there and done and have that experience now, so it's going to be definitely going to be something to see for this.
It really is. Yo, bro, right before we go to text, I got my guy Ron. He's like, "What's up, KT?" At Dirty Bourbon, getting hyped for this game! ! Okay, Ron, be careful. Hope you Ubered, bro. Just saying. My guy, be safe. Speaking of Lobos, after this break, we're going to start talking about the Lobos about to take on Tulsa, obviously in 30 minutes at the top of the hour. Man, it's going to be good, man. Even though the Lobos are favored right now by 3.5, I want to talk about that a little bit, Clayton, when we come back, because we got 2 number 1 seeds in the NIT about to go up against each other. It's not the NCAA tournament, but if you're listening and if the Lobos win, do you think this is a satisfactory win, even though it's in the NIT? I would love to hear from you guys when we come back from this break. 505-246-0610. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Kaylina in here with me producing the show today. And before we bring in my bro, I got to give a shout out to my family that's helping support the show. Capital Fort Santa Fe, the Brandt family. You got to go up there and check them out. The service is unbelievable. That's family. Thank you, Capital Fort Santa Fe, for sponsoring my show. I got to give a shout out to APD. If you're interested in being an officer and serving in our community, you can call 505-343-5040, 505-343-5040. You start out, when you're a cadet, you start out at $30.75 an hour. After the 6 months, you get a hiring bonus of $10,000 to where, hey, that's a nice little huge chunk. Just saying, Kaylina.
Money.
Hey, but if you're interested, you can also go to apdonline.com. apdonline.com. Let's bring in Clayton, Kaylina. It's bro time with Clayton Shields. Hey, Clayton, speaking of cops, man, how's everything going in your neck of the woods in Dallas, bro? You officer, you?
It's going like it always goes. It's the same old thing, good days and bad days. But, for me, I'm in the office. I'm kind of, I'm an office guy. I'm in administration, so
I was just about to say that. Yeah, keep your butt behind the desk, you lieutenant. Yeah, something like that.
I've done my time already.
Yeah. You're not allowed to do that no more. No more grunt work for you, bro. Yo,
all right, I got it.
Hey, if you want to chop it up with us about the Lobos, you can call 505-246-0610 or text me 505-246-0610. Obviously, Clayton, in 30 minutes, our Lobos are about to take on Tulsa. Tulsa is a team that only lost 7 games in the regular season. The Lobos and Tulsa are undefeated at home, and they're both number 1 seeds. Tulsa's a long, athletic team. They can get up and down. Obviously, our Lobos are favored. I think as of yesterday, it was 3.5 points. But it's an opportunity for them to play in the NIT in Indianapolis. And I don't think our school has ever won an NIT championship. People have a tendency to obviously look down on this NIT game and this championship. I don't see it that way. What are your thoughts of the Lobos going into this game against Tulsa, bud?
I think they go play it to win it. Now, I think it's no secret. I'm not a big fan of the NIT. I'm just not a big fan of it. But, the Lobos are playing in the NIT.
Yeah.
We're in the NIT. And we've gotten to a point now where we'll get the championship. So, hey, I'm all for it. I'm cheering the Lobos on. Let's go get a championship in the NIT. And maybe that just kind of kickstarts us for the next season coming in and propel us to move into bigger and better things there next year.
See, Auburn was also a team with the Lobos that were supposed to be an NCAA team, but unfortunately that was not the case. So I might be jumping the gun already, but a Tulsa, I'm not going to jump the gun just yet, but this Tulsa team cannot be taken lightly, obviously, right? I feel like they're a very, very dominant team, and it's a matter if they're going to come out and be productive on the defensive side, because the Lobos got to come out and do what they do on the offensive side, which is get up and down, shoot threes, and try and figure out how they get Bouillon involved, right? So I feel like this is a great opportunity for them to be in the Final Four in Indianapolis, and I just hope and pray that they come out prepared, because getting in a hole is something that just can't happen.
That's going to be the key, is preparation. It's been a layoff since both teams' last game. Tulsa has won 29 games this season. The Lobos 26.
Yeah.
So neither one of these teams are slouches. Tomislav Bouillon, he's going to be one of the key factors in this game, because the way he played last game, the way he's played in this tournament, has been massive. So if he can really produce like that, I think they'll have a really good chance against Tulsa. But Tulsa cannot be taken lightly. And, it's going to be about how teams prepared during this long layoff before this game tonight.
Well, Tomislav Bouillon is going to have to be the guy inside, because he's coming off of a game right now, the last one against St. Joseph's, 27 points, 11 rebounds, and it was an unbelievable performance in the pit. He has to carry that over. There were so many times to where you came over to me and it's like, yo, Kenny, you need to step up and you need to be that guy that performs, and we're going to lead behind you. Not saying that Tomislav Bouillon is necessarily that leader, but when it comes to inside presence, he has to be that guy, right? I don't see anybody else unless it's Albury getting downhill, but he's going to have to be able to get downhill and score around the basket, which I think he can do as well.
Right. With his size and strength, it's like you said, you got to have the inside presence to open up the outside. And that's what you work for us. People had to double you and triple you. So, I made a lot of three-pointers because, they were down there, trying to stop you. So that opened it up for people like me and Royce and, Charles and Lamont and whoever else was shooting open threes during that time. He needs to kind of be the same thing, because otherwise they're going to key in on J. Call. They're going to key in on some of the other shooters and really try to disrupt the game that way. So, but if he goes in and he scores, early in the game, early and often, and really grabs their attention, then that'll open it up for everybody else.
Hey, Tulsa's one of those three-point shooting teams too, man, that can actually get it up. I don't know the percentage, and I can look that up, but they're a team that can light it up from behind the perimeter, just like the Lobos, right? It would be interesting to see if this becomes a shootout to a certain extent, but obviously the game is not played like it used to be, to where you play both ends of the floor, right? I think it's going to come down to some execution on the defensive side, especially being in a neutral location, right? And there's a lot of Lobo fans that are going. So what's your thought on the Lobos being able to come out and perform on the defensive side? Because they've had a little bit of a roller coaster when it comes to the defensive perspective of the game.
This is going to be challenging. This is going to be probably their biggest challenge, one of the biggest challenges they're going to face this season defensively.
Yeah.
Again, this team is going 29 games, 29-7. So that in itself tells you what type of team this is. This is a team that can score, that can get it done on both sides of the ball. So this is going to be a huge test for UNM. Again, it's going to come down because, either team can be hot.
Yeah.
The Lobos can shoot well. They can shoot well. But it's going to be a matter of how they prepared, just in this past week. So I just really feel like, if you were soft, if you kind of just did shoot around, for a week, going over some stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really not going to get it done. if the coaches had guys playing simulated games, going out there, getting after it, playing, coming into this league, going to this game, I think that gives you a better chance because you've been actually putting forth that kind of effort all week long in practice.
See, the thing about it is you said a week. Both teams have had a week off, right? And that's a huge point you bring up. It's like who's going to come out shooting first? Because to a certain extent, at the end, it always ends up being the one that comes out hitting first. Or that comes out and makes a statement, right? So that was going to be another point that I was going to bring up. But I want to know if you guys agree. Like the Lobos being off for a whole week, is it going to hinder them getting off to a good start? You can call 505-246-0610 or you can text me. Yo, Clayton, here's I got a question. I got a text. 2 questions. What do you think about the NBA expansion considering 8 teams are winning less than a third of their games? What do you think about that, bro?
I think the teams, the 2 teams that they're currently considering for, I think, 28 season, if I'm not mistaken,
Vegas.
Another team in Seattle. Seattle deserves a basketball team. That is a sports city. Obviously their team went to Oklahoma City, which, to me, Seattle is probably a better sports city than Oklahoma City.
Well said.
I think they deserve a basketball team.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Las Vegas is trying to get more and more professional teams in that city. They have the Raiders now. Obviously, they have the Golden Knights. Now they're going to get a basketball team. So, I think more so the expansion is going to be good for the league because it's going to just have more cities participating in the NBA. And so that's growth for the league. And I think it's going to be a good thing, me personally.
I totally agree. I don't like the Las Vegas thing to a certain extent, just the whole element of Las Vegas and gambling. And look at everything that's going on right now when it comes to that aspect. There's no way of running from it. It's still going to be there because Las Vegas is the gambling capital to a certain extent, right? And I just feel bad for some of these kids because of the situation that they're putting themselves in, right? And it's about money. So that's the only thing that I don't like about Vegas, but that's just me.
Yeah, no, I agree. Vegas,
you know what I mean?
It's a tough place. I mean, you look at the football team, and as soon as they get there, one of their draft picks, kill somebody in a drunk driving incident in Vegas.
The wide receiver.
So, Henry Ruggs. So, to be able to try to control grown men with a lot of money in a city like Vegas, to have them focus. You would hope you would really have to draft people that are, or sign people that are going to be committed to the team. And there are people like that out there, but then there are some that are just going to be youthful. They're going to be in the casinos all night, and they're going to do things in Vegas just because the opportunity is there. So, I think that's a hard place to have to make the better choices to be disciplined to be playing in both sports.
Better choices to be disciplined, right? But, but I kind of want to shift real quick. You got Illinois State, right? That's playing Auburn. Illinois State is obviously being seen as a sleeper team. Obviously, there's no chance of Illinois State winning this game. Auburn's supposed to win this game. And Auburn ended up beating Nevada in the game before, right? Which I wanted to possibly see Nevada with Steve Alford there to be able to play against the Lobos in the NIT championship. I didn't get my wish or my dream. But obviously it's going to be Auburn. You know anything about Auburn? I mean, Illinois State. The Auburn-Illinois State game, my bad.
Yeah, I don't know much about Illinois State. But Auburn's been a good team over the past few seasons, and they're the team coming from the strongest conference, obviously, out of the 4 teams here. They come out of the SEC.
Yeah.
So you're talking about a big-time program coming from a big-time conference, and they probably expected to be in the finals in this tournament. Auburn's had some good seasons the last few years, so I expect them to beat Illinois State, and hopefully the Lobos win this game. And just imagine that UNM Auburn matchup in the NIT finals.
Yo,
that'd be huge.
It would be huge. It would be huge. Kaylina, how much time we got? I'm all off today. It's time to break, huh? I'm all off today. See, that's unfiltered. I just say what I want. Yo, Clayton, my guy. I know you're a basketball. I know you're an MLB guy. Hey, when we come back from this break, I want to talk about the automatic ball strike challenge system now that just got enforced.
Yeah,
it's been all over the place. I want to talk about that, especially because Clayton's only going to be on for the next segment. You guys, he's out of here at the top of the hour, so I want to talk about what my boy wants to talk about real quick. We'll be right back. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. I got Kaylina in here with me producing you guys today for the whole time. We got our Lobos about to kick off at 5 o'clock on ESPN. They're playing Tulsa in Indianapolis in the Final Four. But this is the last segment with my boy for the week. Let's bring in Clayton, Kaylina. It's bro time with Clayton Shields. Hey, man, I see you got that hat on, so I'm going to give you some love, obviously. Hey, Houston Astros, 2017 champs. Hey, so I want to talk a little bit of baseball. Hey, I'm incorporating this into what my boy wants to talk about. So, hey, the automatic ball strike challenge, obviously only the batters, the coachers, the batter, the catcher, and the pitcher only can challenge these, which I think it's amazing. I was just learning how this worked just yesterday because I knew we were going to talk about this. And then each team only gets 2 challenges, right? It's kind of like the NBA. Right. That's how I can relate to it. Right. And then that keeps them, and then if you're successful, you get to keep them. So it's the same thing as the NBA. Like back in the day, we didn't have instant replay. It just was what it was. But earlier in the season, it's been a high successful rate early. And it's going to come down to, it just seems like it's been great amongst catchers, obviously, because they're back there and they can see where the balls are, especially when it comes to challenges, right?
Right.
So do you see this as being one of those things to where down the road or here I don't know how soon, but it just seems like technology is obviously taking over in so many different areas, right? To where do we get to the – go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you hit the nail on the head. It's all technology, new technology to be able to implement in baseball where, like you said, it's a high success rate. These guys, these batters – they know balls and strikes. So, previous years you see batters getting upset by a strike call because the ball was outside of the box or it was actually a ball. I mean, they have a better feel, I think, than the umpires can actually see and tell. So all the challenges that I've seen, I think all of them I've seen this season have been successful in the umpire and the call has been overturned. So, if that's the case, they get it right. And it's going to help teams, just make sure they get the call right. Then, I'm all for it. They're going to use the technology. That's fine. And I think it's going to make people be more interested because, sometimes you had umpires, making terrible calls.
Bias, right?
Yeah, I mean, making terrible calls, and there was nothing, and then, there was nothing you could do about it. The umpire makes a terrible call, and it's like, deal with it, And then later on, they go back and they watch, and MLB comes back and says, oh, that umpire is going to be suspended because he blew the call. but the other team still lost the game or whatever the case may be. So, this is going to help them get it right. Then, I'm all for it.
See, because the results obviously come in seconds, it's not gonna interrupt game flow because baseball's slow anyway. So the fact that takes it out and then being able to challenge, I like that fact. But do you like players controlling ball strike challenges? Like, as far as, like, the players controlling the ball strike challenges, as far as them being able to decide, right, basically. And when it comes to the challenges, right? Go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I don't think they necessarily, like I said, they know ball and strike. So when the pitcher throws, obviously a ball, and we can see it when you watch on TV because we see the little square in front of the plate, right?
Exactly.
We see that it was outside of that square or below it, and the players know it's a ball, and it gets called a strike. Giving them a chance to say, hey, review that because, you're giving me a strike when it was clearly a ball, and then they overturn it. As long as you say it's not taking up a lot of time, I don't think it does. They have sped up. They use a pitch clock now, so pitchers can't, stall batters in the box. So, it's still new, but I don't have a problem with it. I'd rather see them get it right.
I totally agree. A couple other things, man. Hey, did you see Tiger Woods was able to be released to go to another country for rehab?
I did, yeah.
Because of the paparazzi?
Yeah. Why not? I think, that's some Tiger request. I don't think that's a hard decision for a judge. I mean, Tiger, he didn't, murder anybody. He's not on the run for anything like crazy or anything like that. So, he's fighting these charges. I saw the video today. I almost saw the body cam has been released.
I did.
Of his arrest.
Uh-huh.
And, Tiger was shocked he was being arrested. He was like, what's going on? What are you talking about? So,
I had to throw that in there before you took off. Did you see that he declined being Ryder Cup champion? And did you see how the PGA Tour put out a statement supporting him?
Yeah. I just don't think he doesn't want the baggage right now, because that's just another topic, another thing for them to talk about when he's trying to go and get himself better. He doesn't need, Ryder Cup talk following him around and all these other things. There's still people still talking about, is he going to play in the Masters? No. Well, he just said he was taking a leave from golf, but there's still questioning if he's going to come back and play in the Masters.
He is Superman.
Like, leave him alone. Let him go.
He is Superman.
Let him go to treatment.
And we got Phil Mickelson. He's out too. I think it might be health issues. He's not going to play in the Masters as well. Hey, man, one last thing. I got one nugget for you. Mm-hmm. Are the Lakers a playoff team or a playoff contender if they're able to beat OKC tonight? I feel like it's a big game right now, especially coming down the stretch.
I think either way,
playoff contender. Are the Lakers a playoff contender? Playoff
contenders, absolutely. Kenny, getting into the playoffs, where you go to 0-0, right? Nothing else matters. All you have is your seeding, but as far as your record goes, now you just got to win 4 games, right? Yeah. Each time you got to win 4 games.
Yeah.
And so the Lakers win this game against OKC. I think it does make a statement that that they're ready for the playoffs and they're going to be hard to contend with. But if they don't win this game, I don't think it changes anybody's mind, because they've still been playing so good. This last month has really shown that, and what Luka's done especially, and then LeBron has chipped in with so much. The last month showing that, hey, they're getting ready for the playoffs, and they're going to be contenders regardless. I don't see it changing either way after tonight's games.
Yeah, I feel like LeBron's playing at a high level right now, and he just had a triple-double. And I feel like with all eyes on Luka, it's going to open up opportunities for LeBron to do his thing anyway without even, trying. I feel like he might be getting his second win at the age of 42. It's unbelievable what he's doing right now, and he's still breaking records, just saying. I forgot the record he just broke, but he's number 1 in it, too, outside of scoring.
Yeah. So, and LeBron's key is, he's great and longevity. He's got both. A lot of times we see great people, but the great ones don't have longevity. They don't play for a long time. And LeBron has been able to definitely break that, playing at the level he's played at for so long. You got to give it to him. He took care of his body, takes care of his body, and does everything he's supposed to do to continue playing. So, hey, he's LBJ. He's one of the greats. They don't call him the GOAT, but he's one of the greats to ever play.
Amen. I agree with that, man. It's one of those things. And, hey, we got Steph Curry coming back, too, but we'll get into that next week. Appreciate you, my guy. Hey, the Dunk Perspective, you got to check him out next week. He's not airing this week. Clayton Shields, he has his own podcast, The Dunk Perspective. But thank you, my guy. I appreciate you coming on for Bro Time with Clayton Shields. Buddy. Hey, get to your appointment, my guy. I appreciate you very much, bro. Stay safe.
All right, man. I'll see you next time, brother.
All right, peace. Thank you guys for listening for the first hour to Unfiltered. We'll be right back for one more hour. Just think about it. Our Lobos team is about to kick off against Tulsa right now in 5 minutes. So we'll be right back. You're listening to 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal. I got Kaylina in here producing with me today. I just had my brother, Clayton Shields, who I played with at UNM, on for Bro Time with Clayton Shields. It's always an honor to be able to have him on. Yo, Kaylina, I love the vibe and the chemistry that we have when Clayton comes in, because I just feel like he's just a great addition to the family as far as being able to come in once a week, or this is the first week that Clayton's actually been on twice a week. And I just love the energy and the rotation that we have on the show. I just wanted to get your. It's not like you're going to say something bad about anybody, but I just wanted to get your take.
You're like,
yes, I'm adding you to the show.
Now that he's gone, we need to gossip about him. Just kidding.
He might be
Tell
listening.
me your
you
real
know.
opinions. No, I love Clayton. He's awesome. It's always fun having him on the show, even if he did call me Peggy Sue. Actually, to be honest, I think he called himself Peggy Sue, but he's been deflecting for a while.
we're just old school, but that's all we know. Ron, my boy, I know you're there listening at Dirty Bourbon. This game is about to kick off right now. They're doing a lot of stuff right now on TV to get this Lobo game going. I'm excited for it. But just to let you guys know, I got a couple announcements. APD, we are actually doing a gun buyback on Saturday, April 11th, which partners with APD. APD has partnered with New Mexico to prevent gun violence. Albuquerque Community Safety, Albuquerque Metro Crime Stoppers, and local sports partners, including the United and the Albuquerque Isotopes, for the gun buyback. And it's going to be at APD University Substation, which is at 1009 Bradbury, across the street from the pit, between 9 and 12, 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. I will be there. You will actually be able to get paid $250 for assault rifles, $200 for semi-automatic rifles and handguns, and $100 for rifles and shotguns, to where these guns will be transferred into gardening tools and some other supplies for kids, which is actually pretty cool. I will be there giving away tickets. So if you see me, say what's up, obviously. But you got to bring the guns unloaded, check the mags, just make sure that there's no bullets or anything in the mags, that they are not taking any plastic guns. And keep in mind, you guys, this is a safe surrender. Safe surrender. There will be no judgment. Bring your guns if you want to give them away. April 11th, Saturday, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. You can actually go to APD online to actually look that up as well. You can go to Crime Stoppers, New Mexico Crime Stoppers. This is, Kaylina, this is actually my third or fourth year doing the gun buyback and partnering up with APD. So it's pretty cool.
That is wild. What is that like being there? Is it just kind of like any other event?
It's cool because people get this. People roll up and they're like, "What? Kenny Thomas? What?" And then some people, they just don't know, which is totally fine. Yeah. And the thing about it is, people come from Santa Fe. People come from all over New Mexico actually to actually bring their guns. And there's officers there at the substation. They're asking you to put your guns in the trunk. They will actually get the guns out of the trunk
for you. That makes more sense.
To where you do not get out of the car. They do all of it. You just stay in the line. You roll up. And no, seriously, though.
It's a drive-through drop-off.
It really is, though. And you get some free tickets. And you get there's some people that want to take pictures with me. And some people are like, what? They're surprised I'm just out there, right?
Right. What does the NBA have to do? It's fine.
Yeah, some people don't even know. Like, what? Yeah, you got a point, though. What does NBA? What does UNM have to do anything? You're going to roll up.
It is funny how that works, how word travels, because it's like we are on the city. Well, I'm saying this all the time, or we're hearing it all the time. So we know like where we're getting information. And so it cracks me up when we go to these events and some people are like, oh man, I heard you on the radio. And we're like, oh yeah, I understand that. And then some people are like, I heard about this, but they're missing key details like that. And it's like, this is fascinating that word got around like telephone.
People
you showed up.
Okay, so people are coming up to you saying they hear you on the radio?
Oh, not me specifically.
Oh,
no, they'll hear the event. I know, you're right. That would be something to celebrate. Dope. I'm not that cool.
Yeah, you are. You're an Unfiltered.
I go to events and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm helping this station today or whatever. And they're like, what do you do? Because, they assume that the person there setting up is also the talent, which is fair. I'm just helping the talent generally, being a producer or a PA. But it cracks me up because I'm like, oh, I'm on the sports animal. And they kind of give me this, oh, okay.
Totally.
Let's change the subject. I do produce, though. Whatever, it's fine. I will get the person you care about, and that's totally chill. You're a fan. I know you want to talk to the big name. That's fair.
It's so cool. Hey, and if you guys are watching the Lobo game right now, which just started, You can pick up the phone and call. Hey,
is it weird that you're here and not like in the stands?
It's very weird, but they're on the road.
Oh, you were like, I wasn't going to be there anyway.
I wasn't going to be there anyway. I wasn't going to be there.
I'm luxuriating and not having to be on a bus. Thank you.
And if you're listening and if you want to chop it up with me, ask me a question about the game or what's going on, you can call 505-246-0610, 505-246-0610. Just to let you guys know, after this game, I will be over on KKOB for Lobos Live. After this Lobo game, it looks good right now. It's 2-2. It's 17 minutes left. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds. I'm excited, Kayleen. It's like I want to watch the game, but I'm like, I still got to talk and focus.
I know. That must be hard to like juggle in your mind because you're like, I can't just sit there and observe a game.
No, I can multitask. It's just...
You guys talk about stats all the time. So as like a non-sports person trying to learn, when you were like a kid before you started playing basketball, did you talk in stats like this?
No.
Did you talk about basketball or like with your buddies or your parents?
I think it was I played everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I think it was just me just playing. It wasn't even about stats. I think some people are just wired a little differently when it comes to stats and everything. I just wanted to go play.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't one of those things to where I'm gonna break it down. Like, no.
Because I feel like I've definitely heard like kids or like middle school age. I've definitely heard like through the family where they're talking stats with the parents.
I played a variety of sports, but hey, on Lobos Live, after the game, kids call in and they start breaking down stats and everything. Maybe
they're
that's
brilliant.
What you're talking about.
Exactly. I'm like, no, I've heard them. There's people in my family. Okay, so then when you started playing,
talk to me.
Versus now, like now that you are talking stats on radio, like how do you feel that your perspective is changed from being like the player in the game to being the one? It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Okay.
My basketball IQ is off the charts. Just
I was just always cool.
Just saying. No, it's just some people know the game, some people don't. You know what I mean? But me
as a player, you would have approached it similarly.
Basically, it's the same thing to me, right? Because me sitting in this chair and watching the game and trying to analyze it and break it down, there's certain things that I see from when it comes to, hey, he should have did this or he should have did that. Why he didn't help? Like it, but at the same time, it comes down to being able to be reactive, right?
Right.
And sometimes being reactive is not always the right thing in the moment because you can overreact too as well. But that's why mistakes are made. But that's why there's different opportunities to go on runs and different things that actually happen to where the game flows. And it's just one of those things, right? To where you're just trying to go off the way the game is moving and how things are kind of flowing and kind of go from there. Jake Hall just missed 2 threes.
You're all
two transition plays. He missed 2 threes. So I don't want to say that's a bad sign, but if our young fella Jake Hall, if our young fella Jake Hall don't get hot, you know what I mean? Right now it's 5-3 with 16 minutes left. I'm not doing play-by-play. I'm not doing that. I'm just
I
calling
just
out
to check
time.
it out.
I'm just looking at the time and calling out the score. That is not play-by-play. But see, now before I was talking to Clayton and watching this game, I feel like the way that where the score is right now, I wanted the Lobos to be able to come out and play defense. I think, even though this kid just hit a 3 for Tulsa, but I feel like if they come out and play defense, the offense is going to just come. I feel like it should just be one of those natural things. But, man, shoot that, Jake. Okay, Jake just hit a 2, so he's going to get going. No, I just like the fact of how this is flowing already, and then I see Jake coming off of a couple screens, and you got to get the young fella going. But, yeah. What,
so
it's
not the same. It's not, or like,
Which part?
Okay.
Which part? Tell me.
When you are approaching, like, as a player versus, like, now you're saying there's no difference. You would probably be analyzing pretty similarly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would be the same. That's where the basketball IQ comes in. I wasn't trying to be a smarty pants, but it's just the approach that you take and how you see the game.
So do you still enjoy, okay, this is probably a loaded question, but do you still enjoy going to games as someone who once played?
Yes.
Like it doesn't change it for you?
That's a great question. Thank you for that. I enjoy going to Lobo games.
Yeah, okay.
Because my NBA games are cool, but Lobo games, my heart's in it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you think about the NBA, I played for 3 teams: Houston, Philly, Sacramento, right? And they were all good to me at one point, and they were all bad to me at one point. But this UNM thing, it's never going to go away because I had some up and downs, but there was more ups, right? There was more shining moments.
And the NBA is more neutral.
The NBA is more neutral, right? Because there was like multiple people that played at a high level at that point in the NBA, right?
Yeah.
So it just changed the whole dynamic. But I feel like this Lobo team going into this game, I feel like they got a great opportunity to make some history. Obviously.
That's awesome. Honestly, I just had to ask because, like, as a musician, I like to have this conversation with other musicians. There are some people who are like that I interact with in the industry that are like, they've been in the industry for 40 years. They know what they're doing. And they're like, I can't watch live shows anymore. I don't enjoy it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because you have a completely different perspective when you're the one on stage. So then when you're not on stage anymore, you're looking at it from a technical perspective, and it kind of robs the joy.
You're on stage right now.
Well, I mean, specifically for like music. But yeah. See, but that's the point. For me, I'm not going to lie. When I do like going to live music, but it is kind of weird for me because I am so used to being on a stage that being in the audience can be a little weird. And it's not that I don't really think it has to do with me needing to be like the center of attention or anything. It's just you're used to being in a different role and you're like, oh, this is weird. This is weird. I almost don't know how to act. Cheering them on. I mean, I for sure will be the one who will chant and like go crazy for the bands that I'm seeing because that's why I'm there. I want them to know that I support them, but it's just a different vibe for sure. So I wondered about that for sports if it was the same.
It's the same.
Yeah.
I pretty much think it is. See, now this is where your different perspective comes in. There might be some woman listening right now.
I hope
that
so.
might be like, whoa.
I hope
just
she's
saying,
a musician.
if you want to call and chop it up with us about the Lobo game or about me and Kaylina's conversation, you can call 505-246-0610 or you can text me. Our Lobos are doing pretty good right now. Both teams are around 37% right now,
nice.
which is cool. So we'll just see how that unfolds, but we'll be right back. I got a guest coming on at 5:30, so we'll see how that goes. We'll be right back. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Kaylina in here with me producing the day. Yeah, it's just me and Kaylina today. There's no Ed. There's no Eric. There's no Clayton no more. There's nobody. It's just me and Kaylina.
Whatever are we going to do? There's no buffer.
I feel like, hey, that's well said. There really is no buffer anymore.
Really, it's just freeing since it's just us talking during the commercials all the time anyway.
And it's like, I want to talk about some other stuff, but it's kind of hard to focus with this Lobo game on.
I know. That's weird. Like, that's why I'm thinking about, like, for being a musician and going to shows where you're, like, paying attention to different things. And I couldn't imagine, like, running another show while knowing that there's, like, a show going. Like, you know, like, that's what you're doing.
And then the thing about it is, it's like I got Unfiltered right now, and then I got this Lobo game, and then I got to watch the Lobo game because I have Lobos Live after
I was going to say, you're going to do Lobos Live later, right?
And
it's just all Lobos today.
And then I got to go to KOB4 and record there. I got to juggle all this in the next few hours. Yeah, I got to juggle this. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to juggle it. It's going to be a long night.
This is the new basketball.
But it will be fun. I'm a serious multitasker.
This is your new basketball, the metaphorical basketball of life.
Hey, right now, yeah, it really is, though. Hey, right now, Lobos are 4 for 13 on commercial break, and Tulsa 6 for 14. Lobos are shooting 30%. Tulsa shooting 42%. Lobos are 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
What does it mean when they're shooting what percentage?
Say that again?
I don't know what you mean when you say that they're shooting.
Oh, I got
40
you.
Percentage.
So they're 4 for 13.
Okay.
Yeah, they made 4 out of 13.
Oh.
Come on, Kaylina.
It's just simple math.
Yes, 30%. They're shooting 30%. And I'm not doing the math. The numbers are just right here. I'm just
someone else
them.
is doing the math.
Oh, yeah. This is play-by-play, like real-time, real stats.
They have that automated now. Like,
there's no way. The Lobos are 0 for 6 from the three-point line, while you got Tulsa 4 for 11. Remember, hey, you guys, if you're listening, this is where I said Tulsa's a team that can get up some threes, and they've already made 4 out of 11. They're shooting 36%, and Lobos are 0%. Everything else is kind of equal, you guys. But I'm like, Kaylina, I don't know what to talk about.
What are you most excited about for this game?
I was just about to go this angle.
Is it the potential of winning, or is there more?
See, the thing about them winning this, it's the Final Four of the NIT. Like, people don't like the NIT. Obviously,
did you ever go into the NIT?
Don't ask me that.
I don't know.
Here, I'm gonna explain this to you.
Please
the
do.
NIT, I can't believe, and I'm not talking down our Lobos, you guys, just to let you know. But the NIT stands for not in tournament, which not in tournament means not in the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
So if you don't make the NCAA tournament, which is the big one, you go to the NIT, but you got to get an invite to the NIT.
Okay, I'm having a moment of remembrance because I think I asked my boyfriend the same thing because I was like, please be nice to me. I don't want to ask these people on air. And then I did it anyway and forgot. But you know what's funny?
Hey, thing about it is there's no dumb question. And if people on air don't want to hear it, they can just change station.
They can tune out. No, so my boyfriend, when he was a kid, he asked his dad the same question, and his dad had this most smart aleck response. He says, means not invited. So my poor boyfriend was walking around going, oh, I thought it meant not invited. Then he had to find out later that his dad was just being a jerk. Basically, somebody's calling. Hey, we got a caller. They're ready to correct me already.
I'll just take it. You
awesome.
Don't worry about it.
Second.
You're on the Sports Animal. What's up?
Kenny.
What's going on? Who am I speaking with?
Robert.
Hey, what's up, Robert? How you doing, man? Thanks for calling in. I know you're watching the game, bud.
I'm listening to it over there, too. At the same time, I'm listening to you on my phone.
See, I love you, Robert.
It's called multitasking, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, Robert, I don't got a crush on you, but I love you, Robert, for calling into the show. Bud. Yeah.
You know it, buddy. Hey, I got a question for you. Tiger Woods has got millions, if not billions of dollars. Why the hell is he driving a vehicle by himself?
So many people have asked this.
Can he be like Sylvester Stallone and have a driver?
Man, if I had the type of money he had,
You're not the only one, Robert. Sorry, hello, by the way. You're not the only one who has asked this, and I think it's a fair question.
But
I know he doesn't have a 9-iron anymore because that was stuck in his back window by his wife. But
see, that's when it all started going downhill, Robert. After the wife situation,
you've got a driver, man. You got a driver in your bag. You need a driver in the car too, buddy.
I think even Charlie Sheen had a driver.
He doesn't need to go all Charlie Sheen or Justin Timberlake all over the place.
See, Kaylina, great minds think alike. You said Charlie Sheen.
I watched that documentary, and even he talks about how he's like, no, I had a driver.
I don't understand. Yo, Robert, I totally agree with you, man. Like, I don't like having pills in your pocket. And why don't you just get in the back seat and pass out? They'll make sure you get home. They could drag you out as long as you're not behind the wheel. Yeah, he swiped another car or another vehicle or something like that. That's right, so Robert?
Well, he hit a trailer. The guy was turning left, and he hit a trailer. The guy's doing gardening and yard work and stuff, and he pretty much damaged that trailer and a lot of the guy's equipment. So I'm sure Tiger's lawyers were on the phone with that dude and probably cut him a check for a couple of mil. You know, probably made him sign an NDA and keep him quiet.
He was on the phone behind the bushes.
Oh, I'm sure they got settled really quick. They didn't need to call Lerner Road and get him mowed.
If there's anything I learned from Charlie Sheen, it's that money opens doors.
Oh, it really does. And Robert, the thing about it is like, why even take the chance with the Masters and everything coming up? You just had surgery. Like, here you are again in a car flipped. You know what I mean? It's like you will learn the first time. You will learn the first time. I don't understand.
You know, my wife asked me yesterday, she says, how wealthy is Tiger? and I said I would put him pretty close to MJ and probably LeBron.
Oh yeah.
I mean, in that ballpark with all the stuff that Tiger's got going on.
The TGL, he just came back and played in that. Him and McIlroy are a part of that with the PGA Tour. Like, he's making money. Like,
yeah, I just don't get why he's driving a vehicle. I don't get it.
Hey, put it like this. Put it like this. I hate to say this, but does it come down to where you think you're above everything?
And
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm wondering, if he thinks that he's just above everybody else and he's too damn ignorant and doesn't understand that he's not a superhero and that he can just get away with it.
Well,
I mean,
just saying.
He was clocked doing over 50 miles an hour in a 25-mile-an-hour zone. If you look where he wrecked, there's no sidewalk. There is none.
Robert,
I mean, hedges, bushes, everything. You cannot be driving like that on that street.
Robert, I'm telling you right now, he never took a urine test or a blood. Triple zeros.
Well, that's why you got a DUI.
Triple zeros.
And not only that, it's aggravated now. And it was his fourth one, but the other two, well, one of them got reckless driving, but the other two were sent to somewhere else.
Oh,
Who knows?
It's aggravated DUI now?
Well, it's considered because he damaged personal property. So it's considered an aggravated DUI.
Okay. I didn't know. Okay. I didn't know the ag was on there. That changes the circumstances, right?
That's why he's asking the judge to allow him to go get help, because he's kind of throwing himself on the sword at this point. He almost has to.
He's getting ahead of it. That's what I was going to say. With him going into rehab, him and Puka, they're getting ahead of it, which is smart. That means this team is smart, because it's going to be required at some point. And then to a judge, it's going to show good faith. And he's never done that before. So, hey, he's going to have to pay some fines.
If he would have done that here in New Mexico, he'd already been out of jail and scot-free already.
I don't know about that one. You think?
Oh, I do.
Okay. Interesting.
I do. The guy that hit me got away with it.
Wow. Sorry to hear that, bud. Sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're still here with us, though.
Oh, yeah. No problem, man.
Appreciate you, my guy. Hey, we're going to continue to watch this game. They're down by 5.
Yeah, let me know. Hey, let me know if you guys are giving away Isotopes tickets tonight.
We don't. No Topes tickets. Sorry, my guy.
No Topes tickets.
No.
Cool, man.
I got you, though. I'll be giving away some. All right, bro. You have a good one.
All right, later.
See, I got some loyal fans out there. That's cool, man. Just thank you, Robert. What an amazing dude.
I love when
Robert
he
his
great.
flowers.
He's great.
Thank you, my guy, Robert. We got 30 more minutes. I think I have a guest calling in. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal. I got Kaylina in here with me producing all day today, because it's Thursday. She comes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I appreciate you, Kaylina, very much. I got somebody on the line. He's an Albuquerque High alumni. His name is Andrew Rivera. Let's bring in Andrew. Andrew, you're on the Sports Animal. Kenny Thomas, what's up, man?
I'm doing great, Kenny. Thanks for having us on here. You know, you being a former Bulldog as well, so we definitely want to just talk about Bulldog history.
Yo, man, I appreciate you coming on. Is there anybody else with you, or is it just you?
It would just be me, sir.
I appreciate that, man. Hey, you can hold the sir for breaks. Oh, just kidding.
Yes, sir, Mr. Kenny.
Man, I appreciate what you're doing over at Bulldog City, man. I appreciate Manny Otero reaching out to me, and on top of yourself. We have an event coming up on April 18th for the alumni at Albuquerque High. Can you explain a little bit like what's going on and how long you've been? I think this is the first year that you've done it, or is this the second year that you've actually been in charge of it?
Well, this is the second year I've been in charge of it. So for the Letterman's Club has been around for over 20, 25 years. And during COVID and things of that nature, they kind of stopped doing the Hall of Fame, basically. It's the Hall of Honor, but, Hall of Fame. And, about 2.5 years ago, we got asked to bring it back.
Yeah.
And went to a couple meetings, and got Coach Holzman's permission to bring it back. He asked us, a lot of the ones that started it, they were already in their 80s and 90s, so it's time to pass it on to us.
Okay.
Younger generation. So next thing you know, myself, Manny, Dominic Rivas, Loretta Vasquez, and then Jessica Martinez, Trini Salas, all Albuquerque alumni. Next thing you know, we're voted as board members, we didn't ask for it, but we don't mind it. And you're in the hall. I don't know if you're aware of it. You're
yes, sir. I got a picture. I got a picture of my plaque, bro. I got it.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all that matters. You want to make sure that people know that you're in there as well.
Hey, the plaque wasn't big enough though. It can put on. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding.
We can talk about that later.
Kaylina, I'm talking about all my stats I got. The plaque wasn't big enough. Just playing.
There you go. Hey, we'll fix that. We'll fix that, man.
I'm just kidding, man. Hey, so are people? So you're trying to get the word out about what we're doing. Is there a website, or is this open to the public, or is it just limited to Albuquerque High alumni athletes? What's up?
At the end of the day, it's going to be on April 18th from 9 to 12. It's a breakfast. They can go to ahsaclub.org.
Say that again.
And they can ahsaclub.org.
Okay.
And they can sign up there. It's $20 for the breakfast. Anybody can go. Again, we are last year bringing it back. We had about 120 people paid, and probably with guest of honors and their guests, probably had about 160 people, which is a lot.
Wow.
And this year we're expecting about 200.
Wow.
Already.
Okay.
So it's growing. It's growing. Anyone's allowed to go, of course. I mean, we do have people that have, donated to us, even from Highland High School. I had friends, hey, we'll help you out, So that's been good. This year's honorees, we have 10. We're trying to catch up from the years past that they didn't have it. After this year, we'll caught up from the ones that should have been inducted prior to COVID and us bringing it back. So,
yeah,
of course, we have, if I can name them, we have Brandon Sharks.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
He's going to be inducted. He's the only 4-time starter at Albuquerque High as a freshman to senior, 2-time state champion.
Yep, one of those with me. Yep.
There you
95.
Go. We have Ron Padrell.
Okay.
He is from Coach Holzman's original Iron 5 team, and he's going to be the last one from that team. He did pass away, unfortunately, but we're still going to honor him.
Yeah.
He was one of the leading rebounders still in Albuquerque High's history. Monica Garcia, who's the volleyball coach there, was a great standout player as well.
Oh, yeah.
We have George Ramirez, the baseball player in the 80s, who's the only Albuquerque High's only player of the year in the state. We have Lucian Straczynski, the Albuquerque High soccer coach that won three state championships in the last 10, 12 years. So it's becoming a bigger event, but we're just happy that we're able to bring the Bulldog history back.
That's cool. Hey, you got Miguel Tittman, right?
Yes, Miguel Tittman is going to be our distinguished. So that's something I really wanted to do, Kenny, was start bringing not just, not that Miguel wasn't a good player, because I know he was on your team.
Yes, sir. 95 champs.
But he's also somebody that's done great outside of, playing Bulldogs. Just like last year we had the Banks brothers. We have, Alan, who's the chief of police. We have Kevin that runs Dream Big. We have, of course, everybody knows Willie. That family's done really well. So they were our distinguished. This year Miguel will be it because of the work he does with the firefighters, the stuff that he does with his wife, having that sickness, and he's still a great person in society. So we wanted to do that as well.
Yeah, Miguel is the head guy for the not the fire department, the union, the fire union.
Yes, sir.
That's what I thought. Yeah, Miguel.
He's the president.
That's what I thought. Miguel Tittman, you guys, 95 champs with me as well, along with Brandon Sharks at Albuquerque High. I just love what you guys are doing. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me. And last year, I don't think I was available, but I'm here this year. Once again, you guys, you can go to ahsaclub.org, and the tickets start at $25.
No, 20.
$20.
$20.
$20.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say 25. Let's just say they need
to
bring some more.
$5 extra bucks, I ain't gonna say no.
Hey, more money, man. Hey, also, I will be getting you back on between now and the 18th a couple more times, but I really love what you're doing. I'm actually gonna probably be with Coach Holzman next week. I'm going up to visit with him.
Nice, and I think Manny and I are planning on doing that too.
Okay, cool. Because Ron Estrada, our coach, I'm probably gonna end up going up there with him. We're trying to figure out when we're gonna make that happen next week. So I'm gonna try and see him as much as I can. But go ahead.
That's funny that it was Ron, Coach Estrada. Ron is the one that got us together to bring this back. So he's the one that got us to. We met with him, and he's the one that asked us to bring it back.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, that's how it all started through Ron, and then we just Kenny. The thing that we're really trying to do is, we know Albuquerque High, as you know, it's been very basketball dominant. I mean, we know that basketball in Albuquerque High, it's a tradition.
Yeah.
But and I was a basketball player there in the '80s. The thing that we're really, my platform was, I said, hey, I'll do this, but I want to start adding other sports. Like, Albuquerque has a great tradition. I didn't even know that we had gymnasts that won state. I didn't even know that we had gymnastics that people won state back in the 60s.
Oh, wow.
We have, and I want to start adding more females. We have a lot of great female athletes that just haven't been recognized, and that's been part of my platform. I said, hey, we want to do more sports. Of course, I love basketball, but we want to do more sports, and we want to include more women because, they are part of Albuquerque High history as well.
Yeah, they are. This is where, obviously, Monica Garcia is helping with that aspect of it, which is huge because she's a huge component when it comes to Bulldog City because of her family in the background and some of the people that have helped support when I was there. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's April 18th, you guys, and it's open to the public. And you can go to ahsaclub.org, and the tickets are $20 per ticket.
That's right.
Is there a limit, or have we gotten to a cap or anything? Are we looking for a certain number?
Well, what we'd like to do is that Monday, the Monday of the week of the event, that's pretty much where we're telling everybody, hey, try to get your payment that day because, at the end of the day, we have to tell the caterer, so that's why. But last year was pretty good. Of course, you get a couple people like, hey, they forgot. But at the end of the day, no one's going to ever be turned down. But we definitely, the biggest thing is for the caterer, and I think it's the 12th.
It's the 13th.
It's the deadline.
The Monday, the 13th is the deadline. I'm looking at the calendar right here. If you can try and get your tickets in the next week to 8-9 days, it would be greatly appreciated if you want to come support Albuquerque High. I will be there as well. Even if you want to just come and chop it up with me, hey, get a picture, sign an autograph. Hey, but there'll be some other Albuquerque alumni legends there as well that you probably might want to get your hands on or your eyes on because there's some of them that are getting older. And if you want to come out and just chop it up and just hang out, once again, I will be there. And it's from 9 to 12 p.m., right? At Albuquerque High?
Yes. Yes, sir. When you walk in, you can't miss it. You'll see the car. You just walk right in the new Commons, and it's right there with the stage. And, again, no one's going to be turned down. Even if there's not enough food, anyone can come in and still root on, the history. Again, that's all this is about, history, and we're glad that you're going to finally be involved with us. Like I said, last year, I know Manny had told you, like, hey, we're just running with, like a chicken with his head cut off, just running all over. But now we're glad that we got you involved with us.
Oh, totally, man. I appreciate that. Mad respect to you and your class in the 80s, bro. It's mad respect for what you're doing because you're not getting paid for this. You're believing in the Albuquerque High culture. And the fact that you're trying to pass it along, I have mad respect for you. So that's the least I could do is come over and support. And I will be promoting this for the rest of the week and all the way leading up into the 18th as well. I'm going to add it into my rotation. Hey, man, if you have a flyer or something you want me to post on social media, send me that over as well.
I'll get that to you. I will get it. I have one.
Because if you're listening, you can go to my social media, Kenny Thomas NBA, to where you can find the flyer. And you can also walk up on the 18th. Like Andrew said, we are not we. Andrew and the team and the board are not going to turn you away. Hey, man, you got anything else you want to share before we let you go, bud?
Lastly, I know your year that you won state. I think you lost how many games that year?
I think it was like 2 or 3. 95.
Well, just to give you a little thing there, of course, I bleed green, but I happened to be I was the varsity assistant for a Rio Grande team that kind of
they beat us. They beat us. Chavez, man, that last layup shot.
That was Jason Hunter, and then you guys regrouped and walloped us at Rio Grande. But I just had to say, hey, we did. It was fun.
So Chavez drove down. He got me up in the air and passed it to the white guy, right?
To Jason,
yeah.
And then Jason laid it in at the buzzer, and that was that. And then you guys came and really laid it on us the second time. So you're like, hey, we can't take those little Rio Grande players for granted anymore.
You had to throw that nugget out there. You beat me, huh?
Yeah, but you got us back in one state. Hey, but when you guys won state, I said, hey, I'm a Bulldog. They won state, so I'll collect that one too.
I appreciate that, man. Mad respect. Hey, look at your schedule. My show's Monday through Friday. I'll get you back on, bro, a few more times to where we can promote.
Thank you. I really do appreciate you two having me on today, and I'll get you the information about Abraham, and I'll send you all the other stuff that you asked me for today too. And I again really appreciate this. Kenny.
Yo, before I let you go, just drop this nugget about Abraham, the kid that's fighting.
Abraham Perez will be fighting April 4th at the Embassy Suites. It's almost a sold-out event. He is fighting for the IBF Intercontinental Flyweight title. If anybody doesn't know, Abraham is the only New Mexican, and this includes Johnny Tapia, Danny Romero, anybody that won the Olympic trials.
Whoa!
He just wasn't able to go because of COVID and some of the politics, but he did win the Olympic trials back in 2000, I think it is.
Wow.
But he's the only New Mexican that's ever done that. And he's a nice kid, and he's going to fight for this title. And if he wins this, it'll get him ranked even higher, and hopefully we will see another world champion here soon.
So he's coming on the show tomorrow?
Yes, sir. He will be here tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's going to call in tomorrow. And, it's going to be exciting to be able to get him on, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, McKenna. We'll talk soon, sir.
Talk to you soon, man. Stay blessed. Kaylina, that was cool. Kaylina,
that was cool. Awesome. That was
Kaylina,
awesome.
That
Proud
was cool.
to be an alumni, I see.
Kaylina, and I only went to Albuquerque High for 1 year.
What?
I was a senior. I came from El Paso, Texas, 3 years in El Paso. My dad was in the military.
Oh, okay.
I'm from Georgia, even though they claim me from here. You notice I never say Georgia, right?
That's funny.
I've been coming here since I was 12.
Wow.
So playing AAU ball, and I went to Albuquerque High for 1 year.
I basically moved here when I was 11, so I get it. It's very formative. You're
really
a New Mexican at that point.
Without a doubt. I wouldn't have it any other way. I was just born in Georgia, to be honest. Really. And then I went to Germany, El Paso, and then here. So, and then I went to Albuquerque High for 1 year, and it was $18,000 for 3 games in the pit. Sold out high school ball. Okay,
wow.
High school.
Wow.
That's why I stayed. But
the support was real.
Yeah, it really was. We got one more break. Our Lobos are within one with 2 minutes left before halftime. Oh, yeah, Luke. Okay. I'm not doing play-by-play, but that's a good bucket. Oh, I got to go to break. Sorry, Kaylina. Thank you guys for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. I've had the amazing Kaylina in here with me today producing this amazing show today. It's been a little different, I know. I'm sitting here watching the Lobo game, and I'm like, it's about to be halftime right now. But, hey, Kaylina, we still got a couple more minutes. It's officially halftime. The Lobos are down 36-29 going into the half against Tulsa in the semifinals. Both teams are ranked number 1 seeds in the NIT conference, the NIT tournament. Yeah, man. Kaylina, it's been a very interesting day.
Already?
No. I got a fan right here, to be honest.
It's fine.
But Kaylina, yeah.
Metaphorically, but that's great. I'm glad you have a fan.
My little portable fan. Sometimes I bring it.
No, that's smart, honestly.
Yeah. It gets a little warm in here with all the machines and everything.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah,
and then I got
studios.
this bright light on me, like, hey, out everything.
Yeah, because you're on stage.
Always being put on blast. Yo, sorry, you guys. It was a different show. I'm not saying I'm out of it, but I'm a little distracted by the Lobo game. And just to let you guys know, our Lobos shot 39% at the half. Tulsa is shooting 44%. The Lobos are shooting 53% from the free throw line, and they're shooting 50, so it's close. 3 points, 3-pointers. The Lobos are 3 for 13. They're shooting 23%. While we have Tulsa, that's 9 for 18, shooting 50%. Lobos are winning in rebounds, 21-15. It's all pretty close, you guys. I just need this Lobo team to shoot a little bit better. Obviously, in the second half, the Lobos are kind of known for coming out in the second half and being a different team. So it's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. There's a lot of different action going around, and when it comes to the NBA, like Kaylina, I'm excited for this Thunder-Lakers game because I feel like the Lakers are still right in it, even though they're a third seed. But I think they can be contenders, just to let you know. And you're not supposed to respond to that.
I believe you.
Because I knew you're only going to say something like that. But I'm excited for that Laker game
we are
tonight.
Laker fans in my house, okay? Like, I kind of am a little more on board than I usually am.
That's fair. And then just to let you guys know, we got Illinois State taking on Auburn right after this game. Illinois State was a 4 seed and Auburn is a 1 seed. Obviously, they're right there with Tulsa and UNM when it comes to being teams that were right on the outside of getting into the NCAA tournament. And it was unfortunate. But, hey, it's been a different type of show today, you guys. I really appreciate it. Clayton Shields, my guy, for Bro Time with him. It's always fun having him in. Andrew, over at Albuquerque High, we have that event coming up April 18th at Albuquerque High. I will be there. It's from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., and everybody's invited. You can go to ahsaclub.org to buy $20 tickets. And Kaylina, thank you. It's been a different type of show. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. It's been a ride. I've been here for it. It's been fun.
Yes, it has. And once again, you guys, if you want to give your guns, April 11th, safe surrender. You can go to APD Online. If you're interested in getting some money for your guns, I will be there passing out tickets to Isotopes and United. And after the Lobo game, you can catch me on KKOB for Lobos Live with Kenny Thomas and Brandon Ortega. And you can catch me over on KOB4, 10 p.m. tonight and 6 a.m. Thank you, guys. We will catch you tomorrow at Isotopes Park for my first Isotopes live at the venue game. Looking forward to it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal.